People knew that he was in town because the pink Cadillac would pull up in front of the building.
At the corner of Gallatin Pike and Berkeley Drive in Madison.
And they would drive by slowly, hoping they'd get a glimpse of him.
Another business is breaking ground.
Once in a while, people would see him out raking leaves.
But this soil was the foundation of the king of rock and roll's career.
This is the original home of Colonel Tom Parker, home, residence, and where Elvis Presley was managed.
Colonel Tom Parker was Elvis Presley's manager from the mid-50s until Elvis's death in 1977.
Behind Colonel's house was the original fan club of Elvis Presley. Inside those walls, this photograph, this iconic image was taken.
Parker had a storied past. He left the Netherlands as a teen, stole another man's name, and was never naturalized as a U.S. citizen. But Elvis credited the Dutch immigrant for making him the success that he was.
He convinced Elvis to split the profits 50-50, and so every dollar that Elvis made or brought in, the Colonel got half.
The property was a law office for many years, until it sold in April to a Mount Juliet car wash developer. Music historian Brian Oxley purchased rights to the inside of the structures before demolition took place.
The beautiful part about the remains of the building, they've all been numbered and taken away and will eventually be reassembled by Brian Oxley.
And some of those found items live on in an Elvis Presley portrait created by Nashville mixed media artist Wayne Brezinka.
Brian Oxley had provided several of the items.
Oxley commissioned the piece.
Here's the money clip that they found in Colonel's closet. This is an original fan club card, shelf paper that the Colonel had that reminded him of his home country. It was Dutch shelf paper. Here's some of the wood from the inside walls of the hallway where Elvis's bedroom was located. The wire that is in Elvis's hair was from the elaborate telephone system that carried the voice of Ed Sullivan to bring Elvis on the Ed Sullivan Show up in New York.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
Each object used creates a bigger picture of the young Elvis Presley and the place where he spent so much of his early career.
From a distance you can see it's Elvis, but as you come closer, my hope is that people will discover, pieces of history that further and better tell the story of his beginnings in Madison, Tennessee.
Amber Ungaro for Today in Nashville.
Man, and we are so lucky to have the mixed media art right here. I mean, when you look at this in person, it's so incredible.
Just the pieces of history that make this up, it's absolutely amazing. And now, seeing it in person, I mean, it even brings it to life more.
It does,
yeah.
And you can do this. So coming
cool.
up on Saturday, November the 11th, at the former home of music legend and Grand Ole Opry star, Hank Snow. Admission is free.
Yes, and to learn more about Wayne's beautiful art, you can check him out. It's Brezinka.com, so you can go to his website. Thank you, Wayne, for sharing your art with us.
This is so beautiful, and what a great event. You'll be able to see it up close coming up in November.